Hello. Welcome on our regular session, live stream on Tuesday. Every Tuesday we've got the special yoga session, and today another session for guys because they got massive problem with hamstring. How to properly stretch your hamstring. This is the long muscle, and we need to know how to correctly stretch it because if just on the edge, not too deep, because this is the way you need the space to stretch your muscles. And position, how you're sitting already makes all the difference. You're going to stretch your leg or you're going to cause the problem and strain in your lower back straight away. So if you're trying to stretch hamstring with round back and dropping your shoulders, pelvis tuck under, it's not going to the right place. That's this position causes lower back pain because you actually make this alignment in your spine. Point is to tilt your pelvis forward. I know it's not easy for guys to make this movement with hips, but this is only one way to properly stretch your hamstring. Why? Because this long muscles is attached below your knee all the way up to your hip. So to stretch these muscles, you need to move your hips. You need to tilt your pelvis forward. So imagine you've got rope in your belly button and someone is pulling forward and down at the same time. So this movement you need to make, okay? From your hips, forward and down. So you've got this natural curve in your spine, the same as you stand up. Instead, sitting like this. So you need to first really understand and feel the difference as you're sitting with your pelvis tucked under. When you're stretching lower back, it's a great position to strengthen your core if the muscles engage, but it's not the position to stretch your hamstring. No way. You need to move your pelvis all the way forward. So you're going to feel muscles contract in your lower back. You're stretching your belly, and now you are ready to stretch hamstring with your pelvis upright or even tilt forward. Depends how your muscles in your back. If your lower back is stiff, of course, you're gonna be really struggling with this movement. So just keep moving every day, moving your pelvis to mobilize your spine, to work your muscles in your lower back. If they're stiff, they're going to hold this position of your pelvis tuck under. So it's pulling your hips back and down. Hopefully that makes sense, okay? We need folding forward. So if someone has flat back as they stand up, this is because position of hips like this. We need hips tilt forward. Again, not too far because otherwise it's too much curve in your lower back. So you're looking for in the middle to fully tuck under, fully tilt forward, just in the middle position to hold your position upright. But for stretching hamstring, we need your pelvis tilt forward like this. Yeah, I think it's easier on the chair instead of stand-up position. So first, we need to be sure you are able to make this movement in your hips, okay? And it's great for healthy back, strong spine, and if you're really working and controlling muscles, you can easily work with your abs. You don't have to do any crunches, pull-ups, planks. This one works really well if you're contracting your muscles. Okay, but for the hamstring, we need to feel the stretch at the front. Okay, so hopefully you are somewhere here, even if you're still feeling you can't move your hips that far, but you've got some adjustment for that. Still better than sitting like this. And we're not going to start with your straight leg. First, keep your knee bent, flex your foot. As you flex foot, we're going to stretch your calf first. And you're checking how is the stretch. If you just flex your foot. And now for the upper part, your hamstring, we need to move the upper body because of the hips movement. okay? Because you're moving hips and you're moving all your upper body because the spine is attached to your hips, right? So that's why we're leaning forward. Movement is from your hips like a hinge. You need to feel it. It's not from your belly like this, head first, chin to your chest, round back, pulling shoulders forward. It's everything opposite. You open your chest, you're pulling shoulders back, you got your head high, and your belly is the first, going forward and down. Inhale and exhale. And you are feeling already how tight is your hamstring. If holding your knee bent is still enough to feel the stretch, this muscles here, okay? If it's better condition, more flexible, you're trying to stretch your leg a little bit more. But to really stretch is your hips, tilting forward and leaning forward with your upper body. Spine is nice and long, okay? Shoulders back. Inhale and exhale. So doesn't matter if your leg is straight or not. All depends if your hamstring is flexible or is super tight. If it's super tight, you have to have bent knee at first because muscle is not ready. This is full stretch for your hamstring. So if it's not ready and you're still trying, yeah, I can do that. Typical man attitude, okay? Not in here. You are not in the gym. It's not about the strength. It's about the flexibility. So if you're trying too hard, that's going to be a position. Without even realizing, your body is just automatically changing alignment of your spine because you need to protect your muscles from damage. You need to understand that, okay? So it's not pushing for max. It's just listen, feel, and be aware. Am I doing correct, or I'm just compensating somewhere because I'm trying too hard? The leg needs to be straight. Doesn't have to. As long as you're feeling the stretch, this is your option for stretching hamstring. And I've seen lots of videos with straight legs, and you see, yeah, this is the best stretching for tight hamstring. If you've got tight hamstring, you can't keep your legs straight because you can't make this movement. Okay? If you can't make this movement, your hamstring is tight, the upper part, your glutes, maybe even your lower back. So first we need to work with this area, and later on, as you stretch and you progress, one day you're gonna be able to stretch your leg with straight knee, but because you've got the flexibility there, not because this is only one way to do it. To start, knee needs to be bent, and you're working from this, really leaning forward. So not straight away down. It's like keeping your chest high and try to reach with your chest forward, not down, but forwards, like bringing your ribs towards your thighs, okay? Not straight away like this, because you just cause the problem in your lower back. Instead, stretch the muscles you want, okay? In here. So if your hamstring is super tight, pulls your pelvis, your hips opposite. You've got your pelvis tucked under, and this is your position, like this. And you can't bend forward because everything here is so stiff. And this is all about bring the mobility, bring the flexibility to build the strength at the front, as well, your core muscles, okay? So let's try on the other side. Again, just knees bent, foot is flexed, and again, position as high as you can, pulling shoulders. So as you're moving forward, imagine someone is pulling your shoulders back. So you need to squeeze your shoulder blades. You need to pull your shoulders back behind. Inhale and exhale. And you can check. You're going to feel, because it's a long muscle, so always the stretching is quite intense. Inhale and exhale. So please don't worry if your leg is bent like this and you can't make this movement far. It's just a few inches and you feel it. That's it. You need to feel here, not in your lower back, because you're trying, this position is that, okay? So always be smart and got this knowledge, the foundation of understanding your body movement, muscles movements to correctly work what you have. Inhale and slowly exhale. I hope that all makes sense. Let me know, you can leave it in the comments so I can explain more if it's still something not sure. Okay, so this is the one. When you really work, how to work this pelvis movement. Could be tricky for some of you, but is really worth it to practice. We need this mobility, flexibility, because to build the strength in your core is all about pelvis tuck under. Okay, so you need this. You need to have this mobility to make this movement. Belly in to contract your muscles. Okay, they hear all the time. You can't work properly with your abs. Okay, not the exercise. Very similar. It's just still the same part of your leg, the back of your leg, but is another way to work the muscles, because you don't have to worry right now about your pelvis, your hips position is now just working with your legs. So start to lay down on your back and you're just bringing your knee towards to you as close as you can without lifting hip, okay? Without lifting your buttocks. Just at the position, everything here, hips, lower back is on the floor, because it's another way, but it's going to just compensate the stretch because you trained too hard. So you're just bringing as close as you can, and now you're trying to stretch your leg. First, could be with your toes pointing up, or to increase the stretch in your calf as well, you can flex your foot. So you're pushing your heel up, toes towards to you. And inhale, bending your knee, and exhale again, you're trying to lift your leg. But make sure you're not lifting your hips off the floor. So you can keep your hands closed and make sure there's no movement in this area. It's just the stretch in your leg. Now you've got your pelvis, the right position, upright, okay? But it's easier to achieve this alignment of your pelvis on the floor, but both works really well together. Inhale, slowly exhale. Try to relax your shoulders, neck at the same time. You can still do your core exercise as you lift your leg. Exhale, pull your abs, engage your belly, press your lower back to the floor. Inhale, exhale. It's a good stretch for your lower back area. The muscles stiff. This is really, really good stretch. You can do it, this video, every day, but it's just one thing. You can't force it. You can't crossing the line for the stretching and just trying too hard. If your leg is here, oh my gosh, she has a straight leg. Yes, because I'm doing yoga for X years. But yeah, I was there. It's like I never leg's gonna be straight, but it's not the point. Point is, do you feel the stretch? That's it. As it's more flexible, of course, your leg's gonna be higher, more straight, because you can't feel the stretch anymore. That's why the range of movement is increasing. So that's why one day leg is gonna be completely straight, because we're just improving condition of your leg. Try the same for your left. So first bringing as close as is fine, lower part on the floor, inhale, and slowly exhale. Maybe if your foot flexed or if your toes pointing up, so you go easy with your calf. You go easy with this part of your hamstring, just back of your knee. Inhale, slowly exhale. Could be just pure stretch or core exercise. It's a really good one really practice how to control, how to engage, contract muscles at the front to work for good condition in your lower back. Inhale, exhale. So maybe you're here. That's okay. It's fine. Every time when you practice, you will see and feel the difference, and your performance is gonna be better because you've got this full range of movement. You've got this flexibility, so you can work more for the strength in the other side, guys, because you've got your legs straight. You can contract your quads much better when your leg is bent, because when you stand up and you try to stretch your legs completely, you can't make this full action with your muscles at the front, because we need the fully stretch at the back. So everything works together. Inhale and exhale. Could be both legs. Inhale and slowly exhale. For your glutes, lower back, core exercise at the same time is about lifting your hips, lower back off the floor. These 3 exercises can change your life, can change your performance. Inhale and exhale. Do it every day, especially after your workout. You need the stretching after workout so much. Your body needs it. Okay, your muscles, they need that. Because when you work for the strength, muscles getting tighter, shorter. As they shorter, range of movement in your joints start to be limited. So you can't move your arms as wide as you used to be able to do it, because muscles getting shorter. So the stretching is so important, keeping the balance, strength and flexibility together for your body without any injury. This is the best injury prevention, and also it's a great way to have good and fully recovery for your muscles. And yeah, you all got this experience after working in the gym or any activity you do, fitness-wise. You can feel muscles super tight next day, so sore. What to do? Stretching, guys. Stretching, 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 stretching. Start with stretching. Makes everything. And relax. Cross legs. Rock to sit. And yeah, that's it. 3 exercises. Actually, just 2, because the third one was just both legs together. If you do it every day, but without pushing too much, okay? It's no pain, no gain, not in here. It's just opposite. You need to understand that. If you're forcing, if you're really trying, yeah, I can do that. Yes, but on this way, as you're forcing, your body is changing the alignment somewhere, which means you don't have the right position and you're using muscles different way, and the compensation send the strain to other part of your body, which for hamstring is your lower back. Do you stretch your hamstring to hurt your lower back? I don't think so. You're stretching your hamstring because you need this flexibility to go, better with your performance. Okay, so I hope that was useful or clear why and how to do it correctly, which things you need to be aware when you're stretching. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Any comments, please leave it below the video. And next Tuesday, another session for you guys. This time I'm going to stretch front of your thighs, your quads, another big with muscles. And what you can do wrong, again, you can hurt your lower back, or you can just stretch without any results. Why? We're going to talk about it next week on Tuesday at the same time. So thank you for now. If you're watching first time or just join my channel, please click the subscription notifications and don't miss any video from today. So thank you for now. Keep stretching, keep your body safe, stronger and more flexible. And yeah, I see you next time. Bye guys. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for watching.